Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome to a little tutorial I'm putting together for beginners in Hypixel Skyblock. I got inspired this video because I started a co-op with my friends recently, and they kind of have no idea what they're doing. And then I realized this game is not beginner friendly at all. So as a person with like 1500 hours in this, I'm gonna explain the basics of the game with as little spoilers as possible because I believe part of the game is just exploring and doing what you like. This is not a money making method air thing. If y'all want to do that, there's like thousands of money making method videos on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, watch this at your own risk. Yeah. Let's get started. So the first thing to go over, this is probably the most self-explanatory thing, that is the Skyblock menu. Over here we have skills. You can see where all your skills are. Also, if you guys are looking why my icons look different, I'll show you guys later in the video. Yeah, here we have the skills. It shows you all the skills are combat, farming, fishing, mining, foraging, enchanting, alchemy, carpentry, rune crafting, taming, social, hunting, and dungeoneering. Rune crafting and social don't really matter. But I mean, if you're a freak, you can go ahead and level this up. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory by doing the tasks they say. Carpentry is a bit interesting though. So the game doesn't really explain this that well, but the way to unlock carpentry, you have to talk to this carpenter over here. Then I mean, the easiest way I do it is by just going over to this builder guy, chopping up to the wool weaver, going over here, buying a stack of white wool, and then giving that to him, and you will unlock the carpentry skill. Yeah, that's the basic skill overview. I mean, if you want to go more in depth, watch a better tutorial. I don't know. I'm trying to give you guys as spoiler free as possible. But basically, when you level up a skill, you gain stats that help you out with that skill. For example, farming, you get farming fortune, some health, and some coins. And basically, farming fortune just increases your chance to get multiple crops while you're farming. Alright, the next thing I'm going to go over is collections. This is going to be pretty brief, but here, go into the collections tab, farming, mining, combat, foraging, fishing, and boss. Basically, you just click on like what subject you want to do, and then you can like click on the items, and you can like view all the things you would unlock in that collection. And like, let's see if I want to check out the piggy bank recipe, I can look at that. Pretty fucking cool. Right after that, recipe book. It's kind of if you don't want to go in your collections to look at recipes, you can just look at the recipes here, pretty self-explanatory. This one, the Skyblock leveling, this is going to be big. So, the main way you show your progress in this game is by your Skyblock level. I'm currently Skyblock level 21, really not that good. I would say good is like level 300. That takes some time though. So first we got the Skyblock guide. Actually, first we got the ways to level up. This just gives you like all the possible ways to level up your Skyblock XP. Like there's so many things you can do. Basically everything in the game gives you Skyblock XP. There's that. Then we got the Skyblock guide. This is like Skyblock's attempt at progression. I mean, it's all right to follow, but it's not the best. But if you're completely lost and don't know what to do, uh, starting off with starter, you can just click on any of these tasks, and they'll tell you like what items to get, what skills you should be leveling up, and stuff like that. Then eventually you'll unlock amateur, then all the way to master. Pretty fucking good, I think. Alright, next thing, leveling rewards. It just shows you like what levels you get. It's really not what rewards you get from leveling up. Emblems, really, these are just cosmetics. You unlock them by completing tasks or leveling up. Yeah, just really not that big of a deal. Alright, next we have quests and chapters. Chapters is very important. I won't go over this because it's kind of a spoiler, but quest logs just shows you like all the NPC quests you have to do in the game. Calendar and events, this just shows you events, I guess, yeah. I mean, spooky festivals like a Halloween thing, you gotta collect candy. Traveling zoo, some guy shows up to just like sell you pets in the hub. Season of Jerry, it's like a winter island. It's all pretty fucking cool. Next we got the storage thing. Because I have a mod, so it won't look like this for you guys, unless you guys also have mods installed. But basically, you'll have like ender chests and backpack pages. Actually, I'll turn my mod off to show you guys what it looks like from your side. Alright, so it should look something like this on your guys' side. So we got ender chest pages, and then we have backpacks. I currently don't have any backpacks in because I just started off this profile like 3 days ago, so you can't blame me, okay guys? Alright, next we have your bags. So this is a very important part, especially the sack of sacks, that's important. So in this game, you know, your inventory is going to get cluttered up. I recommend getting these sacks, and then getting a tropical fish collection for by fishing or having fishing minions down. But basically these sacks just go in there, they collect a whole bunch of items for you. They're very fucking useful. Next one, fishing bag. This is where you store your bait. Potion bag is where you store your potions. Quiver, it's where you store arrows. Accessory bag. This is a big thing. I cannot emphasize enough how important this is. Throughout the game, you'll be getting these things called talismans, or I guess accessories, I guess. Anything with like the common accessory text, like accessory text on the bottom of it, you'll put in this bag. And basically these give you stats. I'll go a little bit more into that later on. And then we have the time pocket. It's really not that useful. I mean, from what I know. Next thing we have is a pets menu where you select your pets. I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. Then we have a crafting table, very nice. For quick crafting, you will need a VIP rank to do it. It's like $5, I think. I mean, if you're if you really want to get into the game, it is worth it. VIP is 100% worth, but if not, you can live without it. And then the next is the wardrobe. This is where you can store your where all your armor sets. And then personal bank. It's how you access the bank. Yeah. And then we also have your Skyblock profile. You can see a whole overview of all your stats, as well as you can put in all your equipment. We have necklaces, cloaks, belts, and bracelets. You know, that's just kind of how it is. These next ones, fast travel. Throughout the game, you'll unlock these things called travel scrolls, and you can use the travel scrolls from that menu. Profile management. This is if you want to like start a new profile. Settings. You can like turn on your APIs on so people can like look at your settings. I'm gonna just turn those on just because I don't care. And then booster cookies, you will be getting these later on in the game. And yeah, so that's the Skyblock menu overview. Alright, the next overview I'm going to go over is bazaars slash NPCs. So over here we have a bunch of like regular NPCs. You can like buy items from them and you can sell items to them. It's very nice for early game. But if you're on a regular profile like I am and on an Iron Man profile, you'll have to access this thing called the bazaar, which in most cases you will make more money selling your items to the bazaar. And also you can like buy like any item. Let's say I want like, I don't know, an enchanted blaze powder. I can just buy one of those. You unlock this guy at Skyblock level 7. That's very nice. You can like, I won't go too in depth, but like if you want to like buy like one of these, then if you want to sell it back with like the best possible price, there you go. I mean, I don't know, that was a bit weird of an example, but hopefully it gets a gist. It's basically, you could basically sell like any non-weapon or armor piece, basically. As long as it's like just a raw item. Bazaar's got it. Bazaar's got the booster cookies, enchants. These are like the modifiers things, but it's got tabs. Highly recommend using this guy. He's very helpful. Next one is auction house. I do have mods installed, so it is going to look a little bit different, especially the search bar. So I don't know how it'll look like for you guys, to be honest. Haven't played this game without mods in a while. But let's just go on these tabs though. Like so you can like is weapons, armor, accessories, consumables, which is like potions and stuff, cosmetics, and tools. Main ones you'll probably be on is probably weapons and armor, unless you're a freak and wants to buy cosmetics, but I'm personally not a freak. And then over here we have filter. So there's two types of auctions. There's the auctions, which are people that try to outbid each other, and the person with the highest bid wins. We have bin auctions, which you can just literally just straight up buy an item. Like if I wanted this, bam, I don't have to do anything. Of course I can't use that item because I don't have the skill unlocked to do it. But yeah, auction house is pretty useful if you're on a normal profile. That's basically where you'll be getting most of your weapons, unless you want to craft them yourself. Actually, I guess I can show you guys how to list an auction. So you go over here, click on this thing, create auction, put that in. Then you can switch to like bin or auction. I'm gonna keep it as a bin. Price this thing up what I bought it at like 9.9k. I think is what I bought it at. I don't really know. I'll put it at 99999. I think that's what I bought it at. I don't know. But yeah, then people can buy it. Once they buy it, you can like get the coins basically. And then if you have any bids, you can just view over here to view your bids. Pretty easy. Next thing I'm gonna go over is mayors. This will be pretty quick. Every Skyblock year, there's going to be a mayor and there's going to be a minister. They all have like different perks. Mayors can have up to 4 perks. Ministers only have 1 perk. And the way you look at these is you go over here to the election room. It'll open like every Skyblock year. And you can vote for the candidate you want. I'm currently voting for Diaz. But there's a whole bunch of candidates. The ones with the star will be what they get if they're a minister. And then they get everything if they're a mayor. Yeah. And like mayors have like exclusive events and like items you can only get during them sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to spoil any of it for you, but mayors are important. Just trust. Alright, next thing I'm going to go over is pets. specifically how to upgrade pets and how to get pets. So if we go into the recipe book, and let's just go if you want like a foraging pet. Uh, let's see, we have the ocelot right here. So you can craft him with with jungle logs and an enchanted egg. And then you can like right click the pet to put it in your pet menu. You do that, you click on the pet to summon it, and then each pet gives you like different stats. You can right click the pet to put it back in your inventory. This is how you're going to be upgrading your pet. So this lady cat right here, if you put your pet in, you can click on this thing, it'll show you like what you need to upgrade it, and then bam, you can upgrade your pet. It'll take a little bit of time, but better rarity pets give you better stats. Also, if you're like really starting out and you want a pet, I recommend getting the bee pet. The common bee pet is really cheap. Get it, it's good. I mean, it's alright, but it's good for early game. Alright, the next thing is minions. Minions are important. They're passive resource generation. Um, I currently have some fishing minions down, some mining minions, and I have some animal minions. I personally put my minions on things that I don't want to grind manually, especially farm animals. I mean, grinding up farm animals suck. I highly recommend getting farm animal minions. But I'm getting redstone because redstone is very important. And then we have the fishing minions because I don't like fishing. And then so if we click on the minion, well, he has a few slots over here. Here we have the items. You can collect all the items. You can upgrade the minion with this one, and you can pick up the minion with this. And then we have the minion skin, the fuel that the minion can have, an automated shipping, which is like a budget hopper or an enchanted hopper. And then we have upgrade slots. And to show you an upgrade slot, my redstone minion over here has a compactor, which will change 9 redstone dust into a redstone block. Yeah, that's basically the basic minions overview. I don't know, most of this you just try out by yourself and experiment with like what works best for you. But yeah, I personally like putting farm animal and fishing minion down. Alright, one of the last things I'm going to go over is the accessory bag and stuff. So each one of these talismans give you a little bit of this stat called magical power. You can see it when you're hovering over here. And basically, once you have like a few talismans, you should talk to this guy Maxwell. He's right across from the alchemist area. You talk to him, and then he'll like give you like a brief overview of the stat, and then you can like select what power stone you get. And these powers like they scale with how much magical power you have, and they're very good. I currently have warrior selected because it deals more damage, but like if you're going for like a tank build, you can have protected. If you're going for like there's that like speed, simple is pretty good, and you'll unlock more powers as you play the game. Those stuff like power stones and stuff. Just some other basic tips before I end this off. We have the librarian over here, basic enchants. Let's say I want to like enchant my sword with like I don't even know why I bought experience bottles, but like this guy can sell experience bottles. What if I wanted to put my sword in here? I can put like sharpness 5 on it. Bam. Oh, nice, an enchanting level up. Yeah, he's good for early game enchanting. You will one day probably want to build your own enchanting table on your island, but he's good for early game. Also, we have the blacksmith over here. I actually have not done his quest yet, so I guess I can run you guys through the quest right now. Let me just take my pickaxe real quick. We have a pickaxe here. You can just talk to this guy. We have to like mine like 10 coal for him, I believe. So let's get all that done. Oh my, mine's so slow. This is terrible. Whatever. Yeah, just 10 coal. The reason I'm getting more coal than just 1 per ore is because of my mining fortune stat that you get from leveling up your mining skill. And then also from enchants and stuff. Anyway, I talk to the blacksmith, and then for your first ever reforge, it'll cost coal, but for everything else, it'll cost coins. So yeah, he can like apply stat boost to your items. He's very useful. Alright, the final 2 tips I have are kind of just like, they're not needed, but I mean, if you want to, then I highly recommend. First one is texture packs. So, this game has a lot of different items, and I guess I'll turn on my texture pack right now. But basically, without the texture packs, they all kind of look the same. Like, Weaponsmith, he has like 3 different bows, and it's kind of hard to differentiate like what bow is which. Like the bow, the wither bow, and the artisanal short bow look the same. The undead sword and the spider sword look the same. The diamond sword and the end sword look the same. But if I turn on my resource pack, which I'm currently using uh, First Sky Reborn, it's one most people use. If they play this, you can like see the different sprites for different items. It's very useful. Second thing I'm going to be telling you about is mod packs. So you cannot use any mod on Hypixel, as most will get you banned. But there are a few like selected mods for Skyblock that are very nice. I'm currently using a mod pack called like Allen's Optimized Skyblock. It's very nice. It comes with all the texture packs that I have enabled right now. It comes with all these like preloaded, so you don't have to like download them yourselves. If you want to have like a better experience, it's not needed, but I highly like it. If you want like all these like hotkeys over here to like open all your menus, and if you want like this thing that can open your chocolate factory, use that. Chocolate factory I won't get into because it's, I don't know, it's better off just explore it yourself. It's just cookie clicker basically. But like, yeah, mods help you out a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't like the oversaturated mods, but like ones that like just add just like little bits at a time, then they're really nice. But yeah, with that said, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.